Good day, traders. Gakuna Trading Course. Welcome to another session of my videos. Today we'll be talking about entries. A lot of traders have questioned and asked, Gakuna, how do you enter? What are the processes involved in finding these good trades? For me, like Stacy would say, it's all about repeating the same process every day. We can repeat the same process, be disciplined enough to come the next day and do the same things over and over again. You will find yourself in a better edge of executing these opportunities. Now we have here our GEP-JPY trade. Okay, now you all saw the video about how we executed from here on Monday. Now we had a signal. Now identifying these opportunities, if you look at the screener, we have GEP-JPY as an inside day. Okay, now I come to my screen every day and I look for which setup do we have, what signal, what setup do I have on the day, okay, that I can make something from. Now GEP-JPY was the very first pair that I saw and I observed, and we look at the definition of an inside day. What is an inside day? An inside day is a signal day, okay, a day that is inside of previous days high and low. Now what is the setup for the inside day? The setup for the inside day is that the inside day presents opportunities such as false break reversals or trend continuations. Now, having understood that, I can only get two opportunities from here. I know that the market will either give me a false break reversal opportunity or a trend continuation opportunity. The overall trend for the JPY is down. Okay, so we have a false break reversal of the inside day. Okay, now what did I see that made me buy? Traders have asked, what did I see in the London session that made me buy? Traders have asked. Now if you notice, the market is coiling. Okay, remember I told you guys that we want to pay attention to the Asia box. Now this is a tradition. Okay, it is a tradition. We want to make sure we pay attention to the Asia box. Where is the low of Asia? This is the high and the low of Asia, the green box. Now if the market takes out the low of Asia, takes out the low of the previous day, and closes back inside of Asia, okay, printing bullish engulfment above the 4-hour moving average, this is a signal, this is a sign that the market will continue further. Okay, and like I said, I indicated the market must break and stay above the open. That is to say, if traders cannot enter where I gave that signal from, okay, because the follow through took place in gap time, okay, traders can look at entering outside of the box. That is to say, we wait for higher highs to be made above our Asia box. Okay, so we have a higher high, first higher high, we had a pullback, we have another higher high. Okay, that tail there is our pullback for us to go long, so traders can still enter. And I sent a message to the group on Discord that those of you who could not enter the JPY, now is the time for you to re-enter. Okay, now before I take trades, I take about 1 hour to study, to understand, to do a proper top-down analysis, to read my rules. My system of trading is different. I am a Stacy Buck trader, but my execution pattern, my rules come from Al Brooks and Jim Dalton, Stacy's mentors. Okay, this repeatedly following these steps, okay, have helped me to master that edge of repeating the same things over and over again. I will always come to the market and look for the Asia box I will look for false break reversal of Asia high or low. I will look for lower lows below Asia or higher highs above Asia. Okay, you can see this mark, this line here. This is me telling traders that the moment they break through, we will continue back to previous days high. So our take profit level is our previous weekly high, like I said on the Discord. So this is our TP level. Okay, take profit level at that high. Now the screener is also very important. Why is the screener important? The screener is important because it gives you an information which you can use with the rule book, okay, and the micro balance course. This is the same things over and over again. The only thing you need to do is to listen to me, listen to my teachings, and master it. Don't go elsewhere, don't go anywhere. Stick with it, embrace it, love it, build an edge around it, and you would see your trading will never be the same anymore. Now, we had the USD Japanese yen, and I came out playing with everybody about my rules, very clear. Like I said, I want to look for what false break reversals at high of Asia or the low of Asia for a reversal trade. So this is a nail and bail trade. Now remember, according to the rules, I'm letting you know some part of the rules. I'm not going to let you know all the section of the rules. The rule book is a link in description. Now they've taken out the high of Asia, so you can see high of Asia and London. Okay, it's in the same area. This blue line is the high. Now in the US session, we had a 1, 2, 3, a market that broke out of that high and failed and came back inside. Now if you look at this chart on the 5-minute, you notice something. Okay, now you see we have a failed breakout, a false break reversal of the high of Asia coming back inside. Okay, this is where we started selling inside of the box for us to go back to the 4-hour moving average. That is our take profit level. Traders have always asked me, where is your take profit when you are taking a 3-day reversal or a 3-day longs reversal? My take profit is always the 4-hour moving average, because the market is a magnet, it's a price magnet. Okay, traders are waiting around that area to either go long or to continue. So that is my take profit level. Once the market gets there, I'm out of that market, because there are sets of rules that guides us trading around this area. Okay, now you can see that clearly. Okay, now this is me marking up my lower lows. You can see a lower low below Asia low. Good. You see they made more lows. You see me marking up lower lows, but like I said, there are rules around the H4. That is why I have not given any further instructions, because the rules will guide us around this area. Okay, this area here. By tomorrow we should be having a market that will continue to the downside or will continue in direction of the trend. Okay, that is why the H4, like I said in the rule book, when the market gets to the H4, it can only do two things: continue the overall trend or a bust through for an ACB. That is why on the GBP JPY they accepted the breakout of the 4-hour moving average on Monday. That was why I said buy GBP JPY for an ACB and coming back trade. I'm exposing these rules for everybody to benefit from it. Okay, these are very simple things that will help you in your trading. You don't need a whole lot of gibberish. You just need one set of rules, defined, structured, and proper system that will help you become a top trader. Now I give another signal to sell the GBP Australian dollar. Now traders asked, Kakona, what did you see? How do you do this? First of all, do I have a setup? What is my setup? We had, let me put the screener, before we put the screener off, look at the screener. Do I have GBP Aussie here? No. Let me input GBP Aussie. GBP Aussie. Okay, this is GBP Aussie. Good. I added GP Australian dollar. Good. We have the GP Aussie. We have, you see, it shows a close in breakout. Now, from yesterday night, it was showing a 3-day setup. Okay, GP Aussie was a 3-day setup. When the market opens, my screener will take that signal off and show you only a close in breakout. Okay, now we have a 3-day setup that closed in breakout. Those of you who have the playbook, like I said, we have 3 types of templates. Okay, a 3-day setup, okay, is a low of week, high of week, reversal or continuation opportunity, or a high of week to a low of week reversal or continuation opportunity. Okay, how do we know that they will continue? This was a day 1, day 2, day 3 blow off in the direction of the trend to trap traders with a closing breakout. A 3-day setup that closes in breakout will reverse the next day. Those of you who listen carefully to what I say on Discord, you remember a trader asked me a question. I said the GP Aussie is a 3-day move that has closing breakout, because when they close in breakout, they have trapped traders long. They have trapped traders long, forcing them to go long only to reverse the next day. We have gotten to our take profit level, which is the H4. Okay, the H4 is our take profit level. Congratulations, guys, to everyone who took that signal with me. GP Aussie sell. Now, like I said, I want to see lower lows below Asia. We have types and variations of reversals. Okay, it's in the micro balance course. And you can see Asia high, Asia low. Do we have a lower low below Asia? Very important. Now you can see we had that lower low pump and we started selling, and gradually the market has gotten to our take profit level. There are sets of rules that guides us trading around the H4. Okay, there are sets of rules that guides us trading around the H4. Okay, now entry, when we talk about the entries on this market on the 15 minutes chart, you can see it after the lower low. Like I said, when they've made a lower low, wait for the pullback and wait for a bearish engulfment closing on its low. This is your entry. Wait for the pullback to be done. This is your entry. After lower low, wait for the pullback to be done. This is your entry. Okay, lower low pump, wait for the bearish engulfment to come out. That is your entry. Okay, it is as simple, but if you want to complicate it, it will make it very difficult for you. So this is the best trade of today. Also, the best trade of today. Congratulations to traders who took this with me on Discord. The markets keep going with you. Now let's move further to other opportunities in the market. I took the NZD Canadian dollar, NZD card. Remember, what did I say about price in the box? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday forms a box. Okay, Monday is day 1, Tuesday is day 2, Wednesday is day 3. Okay, day 3. First of all, when you come to the market, you have a 3-day setup. Price is in the box. How many levels have we dropped inside of the box? They will go back to the opposite side of the box. This is a box. So we come, we put on our levels. Let's see how many levels we have inside of the box. It's very important to know how many levels we have inside of the box. Good. Now look inside of the box. What do we have? We have 75, we have 50, okay, and we have 25. 75, 50 and 25 inside of the box. Put it here. 75, take another number. 50 is the middle of the box, and we have 25. Okay, so remember, like I said, the rules will set you free. If they go above the H4, your H4 is your take profit level. That H4 is your TP. The 4-hour moving average is your TP. If they go above it, it's an ACB. This market will not come back. Okay, So we can have, you see, we have 3 levels of drop, which is 150 in a box. 150 is met. So for those of you who have my stochastic oscillator indicator on your MT5 and MT4 with the values of round numbers put in, you notice that we had 3 levels of drop in the stochastic oscillator, and we have 150 in a box. We have a micro W pattern, okay, micro W for a reversal. And remember, we have types of variations of our types. This is the micro balance course, types and variations of reversals. After a 3-day setup, 3 days of longs, high of months, low of months, and low stroke high of week opportunities. Number 1, we have 3-session setup reversal. Number 2, we have inside of the range reversal. Number 3, we have a double top at the high of week reversal, double bottom at the low of week reversal. We have a double pattern and M patterns at the highs or low of the week. We have double V bottoms and A top reversal patterns at the high or low of the week. What do we have here? We have a double pattern reversal at the low of the week. Going through our buying pressure, market is now making higher highs above Asia. Where is Asia high? Draw our high. This is 8 o'clock. Let's see. So this is the Asia high and Asia low. Okay, that's Asia low. Okay, now you see we have higher highs above the box. Go back to yesterday's videos. You see I'm repeating the same things. Nobody will teach this. Nobody will teach you this. Okay, it's as simple as you can make it. Okay, higher high. Okay, we have a pullback and a US session low hanging fruit buy setup back to where that move began from. Okay, that's a buy setup in the US session at 9:30. This is the buy setup at 9:30. Okay, you can see the engulfment and pin hammers back to the opposite side above 50 and above 25. This is a wonderful setup. They will keep doing it over and over again. Okay, over and over again, they will repeat themselves. There is nothing new under the sun. Come back to this video anytime you feel confused about your executions. Okay, come back and remind yourself. Now you can see that the NZD USD NZD card, what do you see? 3-day shorts. Why do we have 3-day shorts? Okay, because you can see we had a breakout here. Okay, look at that NZD card, NZD USD. The values have disappeared because we have taken out the high of this week. So one shots, 2 shots, and 3 shots. Okay, 3 days of short, but in a new week, a 3-day setup, a double combo. I call that a double combo. It's a pattern that will reverse and will never come back. This is an ACB. Our ACB rules have been met on this particular pattern. Okay, that market built a box and have collapsed the box. Okay, now also we had other opportunities. Traders did well by themselves. We saw oil. Trader asked me a question about oil and I said look for a pump and dump. Congratulations Danilo on your on passing your evaluation prop account. Congratulations, congrats, that was a very good one. Now you can see we are making lower lows below Asia for a pump and dump. Lower low, pump, dump. So wait for a lower low, wait for the market to pump, then wait for a bearish engulfment coming back down to the opposite side. You can strike, take money off the market and run away. Euro Swiss franc, I had a sell setup also sent to the guys. Like I see the 3-day setup too on the Euro Swiss franc. If you look very well, 3-day setup, you can see 3-day setup closing breakout. We have day 1 low of week, day 2 breakout, day 3 the moment they took out that high. What do we have there? We have a double top. Okay, day 3. Okay, I gave a signal to sell and we've got into our take profit level, which is the H4, always the H4. This Levels are embedded in the indicators. If you need the indicator, click the link in the description, purchase the indicator on discount, add them to your chart, and may the market keep going with you 1% better every single day. Now let's take a look at some trades I took and signals I sent on Monday on the Euro JPY. Now, anytime Monday trades, okay, Monday is the opening range of the week. Okay, now when we talk about balance concept by Jim Dalton, what is balance? What is balance? Okay, when the opening range is formed, are we trading outside of the opening range? Are we trading inside of the opening range? Give a signal on the Euro JPY on Tuesday to sell the Euro JPY on Tuesday. Traders were happy, magnificent trade. The most important thing trading a reversal is to look for your lower lows. Do you have a lower low? Yes. Have they pumped? Yes. Have they come back? Did they come back with bearish engulfments, closing on their lows or pin hammers to the opposite side of where that lower low began from? That is your entry. Okay, you can see that I call this open inside of range reversal. Okay, we have types and variations of reversals with example. Okay, those of you who are seeking to be mentored, like I said, you only learn visually. If you can learn visually, if you see how I do it visually, how we understand all of this, we study from the books, we take our time to execute these trades, you will get very, very good. So mentorship also is available. The link is in description. Now lower lows pump. Okay, you can see that dump to the downside. This is a coil. This is a coil. You can see this is a coil. A coil is a consolidation. A coil is a consolidation. It's a box. That's a coil. Okay, you can see that coil. The market dumped, make a lower low, pump back up, and continue making lower lows and dump it till they got to our take profit level. Also, same pattern, I send a signal also on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, the same thing. Okay, going all the way down to the low. That market moved and never came back. It's an ACB opportunity. Congratulations to traders who trusted me to take this of that opportunity. Now, when Monday has formed, every Tuesday we have 80% chance of having an opening range reversal setup. I repeat myself, every Tuesday when the opening range has formed, there's 80% chance that we will have an opening range reversal or an opening range breakout, whereby the market breaks out of Monday's opening range pullback and continues trending out of the range. That was what happened on the GBP Australian dollar. Okay, Monday formed its opening range. What do we have on Tuesday? On Tuesday we have an out of balance buy opportunity. Okay, expanding the range, trading outside of Monday's high. That is the setup. That is what I've been trying to show traders and let traders know. Every Tuesday you can only get a continuation out of the Monday's opening range or a reversal to the opposite extreme of where that move began from. It happened on gold. Okay, it happened on gold. Those of you in the community, you can see that gold opening range reversal on gold. It happened on silver, opening range reversal on gold. It happened on US 30, opening range reversals everywhere. Okay, they were just everywhere, good opportunities everywhere. Okay, it happened on the Aussie JPY, opening range reversal. You can see that opening range reversal returning back to Monday's low. Okay, so when the markets go with you all 1% better every single day, remember the market will form a box. They will Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday forms a box. How many levels of drop inside of that box? The stochastic oscillator will help you with the imputed values. Message me on Discord. I will send you the settings for my stochastic oscillator with the round numbers, double zeros, 25, 75, and 50. These are levels that will help us position ourselves in very good opportunities. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy is the man. Without Stacy, I wouldn't be here. Without Stacy, 8 years ago when I started watching Stacy from 2017, I gave up. I came back 2018. I continued with him till today. That is why most of the things I show traders out there, I keep repeating myself over and over again. Nothing has changed. The rules are the same. The entry patterns are the same. You just need the moving average, you need your round numbers, and you need your stochastic oscillator on your MT4, MT5, but with my settings imputed in there. Okay. When the markets go you all 1% better every single day. See you guys in the next one. Thank you and God bless you.